Hi guys, in today's video, how to get good armor in Fall Far. Basically, I am not talking about power armor, so for everyday stuff for your character to wear good armor, you want to give your character some good armor. You can either wear full armor suit or mix match individual pieces of armor. Maybe 10 individual pieces of armor can be a pain to collect. What stats they grant can be very confusing, so I'm not surprised to see many players not go look for individual pieces. So choose to run around something simple like the silver shroud getup, but you can do much better if you set your mind to it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what the basics of armor you could do. If you already got some of the basics, if you already know the stuff, you continue watching, you might learn something new. So what we're going to talk about, farming legendary. To farm legendaries, wow, it's possible to get some legendary gears from vendors, including your own pipe vendors when you put in sanctuary or any other settlement you have. Purchasing pieces kind of really expensive of how many caps you have, so most of your legendary will be likely to be from legendary enemies which spot randomly through your counters in the wasteland. So here's the thing about legendary. You can farm them. There are a few spots where you can farm them, but here's my favorite, the National Guard training yard. You want to note this down or stop the video and screenshot it, as it's a location that's useful even if you're not going to farm legendaries. Once you clear this location once, it's really easy to go through it a second time or a third or fourth. The time it takes only a few minutes to encounter legendary enemies in this area, which makes it runs pretty quick. There are other options, of course, including the Super Duper Mart, the Boston Public Library, and the Fallen Department Store. Really, any generic location / building that you kind of on the map does not say clear. It tends to be a fair game as armor go. As you go along, you might have other spots that may be useful. So once you pick a spot, do a quick save right outside of the location you're farming to the door, and the game should autosave. Go through the area and get the legendary enemy and pick up the loot from the enemy you got. If you don't like the type of loot at all, reload your quick save and then reload should reset what you find in the area. If you do like the loot inside, but you just don't like the randomized effect it gives you, load the game, autosave, and this should lock the loot down but not its effect. After you clear a farming spot, it may take a couple of in-game days for it to respawn the enemies. You can fast forward by either sleeping or sitting or waiting, and getting a full set of legendary armor shouldn't be too difficult. But again, it's set tailored to your specific playstyle might take some time reloading. So now that was one is how to get legendary armor. So the other thing we're going to talk about, under armor, is round your armor set is your under armor. You start with a basic default suit. There are more, of course. So I find the most useful piece of armor is the army for Jeds, which grant you strength 1, agility 1. The clean version is better than a ragged dirty of that word again. In my opinion, you can't go. So you can find this armor on gunners at the National Guard training yard and in Jamaica Plain. But let's take a while. Having good under armor is a start. What you really want to do is unlock modification for this type of armor. For that, you need to find Railroad, which is probably means you have to playing through a few hours of the story first. You will want the Road to Freedom quest, which will lead you straight to that quest. If you get stuck in the middle of it, the quest, here's a big hint. Password is Railroad. You have to join the Railroad to unlock under armor modification. But if you don't worry. You don't have to stick with it. What you have to do is do a few the starting quest, which one of these introduces you to Pam, a robot who appears in a side room at the Railroad hideout. Talk to Pam, she'll send you on quests. You have to do 2 or 3 quests for Pam. She should send you a quest to locate the AI cache. This is what you're looking for. Do that quest and report back to Pam. And after you do, go ahead to talk to Tinner Tom. He should say this: congrats, you have unlocked the Ballistic Wave. It's a special type of armor modification. Not only it will allow you to upgrade on the armor, so it's better. It has way better stats and it will also let you upgrade full suits such as dresses, tuxedos, and more armor, which means you don't have to sacrifice fashion or utility. If you're curious, once you have it, you should be able to go up to any armor workbench and a new option should show up, which says Nawab should show up. So basically, you can upgrade your armor with that new modification. That's basically this whole video. But once you upgrade, you should have good resistance and energy resistance. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out one of the videos on the screen. And I'll talk to you guys later in the next video. Like and subscribe. Bye.